Seems like every time I scroll through Facebook, there's a brand new meal prep company that is trying to get me to sign up for their 30 days of meals, and they're going to do that by giving me a few free ones. And I'll tell you that I am the first one to bite on that. And I have subscribed to a lot of those, and some of them I've been very delightfully surprised, and others I've been very disappointed. And what I hope to teach you today is what's worked best for me and the solutions that I've found. And there's 3 different categories that I look at here. First off, I do judged by taste. How good does it taste? If it tastes like shit, it's not going to make it in the category, but I am willing to sacrifice a little bit of taste if it's very convenient and if it's very cheap. Then, of course, we're going to look at convenience. How convenient, meaning how easy and accessible is it to get? And then how quick is it to cook the meals? And then finally, you do have price. So it's really hard to go through any meal prep service that ships you meals for something less than $10 a meal. In fact, we had a little meal prep company for a very short stint of time at my gym, and it was really hard for us to do anything under $10 a meal. So, what are the solutions that you might want to consider? Well, I was walking around looking for my next delicacy in Walmart and looked at the prepackaged meals, and I found some things that were really awesome. And here's how I judge on if I buy a meal. First off, I'm looking at protein, okay? Now, a lot of you know how important protein can be, but it's what builds your muscles, what puts a little hair on your chest. And I mean, just look at me. Obviously, I eat all my protein. There's veins popping out of these muscles. Try not to be intimidated, but I'm looking for around 30% of the calories to come from protein. And I'm going to show you here in a second how I do that. Actually, let's jump in right now. We've got a Lean Cuisine protein meal here. We've got oven roasted fried chicken with mashed taters. All right, 300 calories with 14 grams of protein. So how do I judge if that has enough protein? Well, here's a good rule of thumb. If we've got 300 calories, if it said 30 grams of protein, that would mean that that's about 40% of protein in that food, okay? So if we do the math, we're about half of 30, which would be 14, which means we are under 20%, right? That's like 19% protein. And so this is not the best protein option. So yeah, but that one was in my fridge or my freezer. Let's take a look at another meal. Whoa. All right. Herb roasted chicken. So this is 180 calories and 18 grams of protein. So because the 18 grams matches up with the 180 calories, that means that's 40% protein. Okay. Now you might be thinking 180 calories, Hunter, that's a whole meal. Are you kidding me? Well, what's great is that costs $2.50. And as we mentioned earlier, if you buy any delivery service meal prep, that's going to be at least $10. So if this is not enough for me, which it probably won't, I will eat 2 and it will still be half of the cost. Do these taste as good as others with more fresh food or the Master Chef? Probably not, but I can go get them at Walmart. I don't have to buy a million of them to get the price lower. And they taste fine enough for me. I'm eating a full meal in like 3 minutes. So there we go. Let's keep it going here. We've got a Lean Cuisine protein, Vermont white cheddar mac and cheese. Okay, so 280 calories, 18 grams of protein. So again, if we want to shoot for 30% protein, does this match the test? Well, we know 40% would be 28 grams of protein because it's 280 calories. So what would 20% be? Well, 20% would be, what's half of 28? 14, right? So we are at 18 grams of protein, which means we're pretty dang close to 30% protein here. Okay, now remember, if it's 40% protein, and then if it's 40% protein when it matches the calorie number, then that means we just have to cut it in half to get to 20. Make sense? So it's got to be somewhere between 40 and 20. That's our goal. All right, let's look at Lean Cuisine pepperoni pizza. 390 calories with 21 grams of protein. So If we wanted 40% of protein, this would need to have 39 grams. If we wanted 20%, then we'd need about, we'll just say 18 grams. And so this is 21 grams, which means we're somewhere between 20 and 30%. So this is an okay option here that I would consider. Let's do this last one. We got a healthy choice, and you won't be able to see all of the info on the front here, but it's the Mexican style street corn. Don't tell me that doesn't look good. And I guarantee it looks exactly like it does on the inside as it does in the packaging. Not. All right, so 240 calories. So that would mean for 40%, we need 24 grams of protein. So that means if we want 20%, that would be 12 grams of protein. And we fall right at 18 grams. So this, in my eyes, is an excellent choice. It passes the presentation. This sucker was like $2.50. And if I get more hungry, then I'm just going to eat 2 of them. So there you go. You've learned the secrets to getting jacked while eating cheap and also being lazy. So if you like this video, be sure to let me know. If you've got questions on your own specific meal preps or ones that you think I should try, let me know, because I always like trying new stuff. And we'll see you next time. Bye.